Hi, my name is Helen Young, and I'm the volunteer director at Deer's Head Hospital Center. And for those of you who may not be familiar, Deer's Head is a state facility. We have one wing of chronic hospital patients, and we have two wings of nursing home patients. We also have a kidney dialysis unit, and we do rehab, such as physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and respiratory therapy, and we have an activities department. As a volunteer director, I'm responsible for recruiting our volunteers and matching them up with needs in the hospital, and fundraisers and events for the patients. And with me today is Dave Ducher, who happens to be our volunteer auxiliary president this year, and he's been president in the past. He also happens to wear another hat as our volunteer chaplain director. Dave, thanks for being with us today.
Good being here. Good being here. It's always good to get the word out about Deer's Head and what we're doing there.
So our main focus today is we're going to talk about one of our big events coming up, and that is our 13th annual Bull and Oyster Roast with Silent Auction. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about what the Bull and Oyster Roast actually is and what's on the menu?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun evening. Really, for $35, you can't go wrong. We're going to have chef carved steamship round of beef, of course assorted sauces, and my favorite, horseradish sauce, freshly baked rolls, fried oysters, oysters casino, oysters Rockefeller and raw, fried chicken, coleslaw, potato salad, assorted desserts, and along with the menu comes iced tea, coffee, or water. There will also be a cash bar available if you so want. But it's a fun evening. Tuesday, October 6th. We're going to have a band there all night playing from 5 to 8, which is the whole time of really the event. And they play, I don't know, I think it's in the 40s and 50s type music.
They're called WW tunes.
WW tunes, yes. And there'll be a dance floor there, so if you want to dance. So it's going to be an evening of fun. There's also door prizes will be presented throughout the evening. And a big thing that we need to support on is a silent auction. And with the silent auction, we really have some nice items, really quality items. We have hotel stays at Ocean City, several rounds of golf at different golf courses around the area, and I know golf is a big thing. Restaurants, a lot of the restaurants in the area have donated quite a bit of meals. Also, a couple of car companies have, dealerships I should say, have supplied car care products and oil changes.
Okay, so we have a great variety of
it's a great
items
variety
at the silent auction. So this is a silent auction, not a live auction.
Right.
And if any of our viewers are watching and they would like to donate an item for the auction, what should they do?
Okay, they can call you, Helen Young, at Deer's Head, and 410-543-4052. We are looking for a few more nice things that we can use there. And the real realization, like you said, it's one of our big fundraisers for the auxiliary for the year. And all of the funds go back to the patients. Things like we have beauticians come in.
And pay for the hair care
we
services.
We pay for the hair services,
residents.
Yeah, for the residents. I know we've sometimes had to buy false teeth or things like that for folks. So
any items really that are not provided in the state budget that the patients need, and anything that can help enhance their quality of life.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell the viewers some of the other services that we provide, or items that are often purchased for the patient, some of the big items that we do, or the items that the auxiliary sponsors?
Well, like I say, the big thing is the hairdressing, because women particularly, you know, it changes their whole perspective when they can get their hair done. The difference in seeing a resident before and after, and the joy on their face.
And it gets them out of the room too.
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
it? It gets them around other people.
We have a beauty salon in the building, and like I say, beauticians come in and work right there.
Okay.
So that's probably one of our biggest. But like I say, we've bought false teeth, glasses. We've helped in other situations.
Like an as-needed basis.
As needed. It's the auxiliary meets monthly, and if any patient need comes up, we address it, and
Okay.
if it's an emergency, we address it.
How about birthday gifts and Christmas gifts?
There is a Christmas party sponsored by the auxiliary, and of course Santa's there, but he comes in from North Pole for us. But every resident receives a present that night, and what I think is very special, we have organizations that donate items at Christmas that we can make gift bags are made up for every resident and patient. They're put in the nursing station, and during the night, Christmas Eve, Santa puts the bags by the patient bed, so everybody wakes up Christmas morning with a present.
That is wonderful.
And again, what's not supplied specifically, we try and meet what the resident patient wants.
How about the birthday parties? You want to talk a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
about the monthly birthday
Every
parties that
month.
the auxiliary sponsors?
There's a birthday party. Everybody in the facility is invited to it, but only the people that are having a birthday that month get presents.
Okay.
And again, they play bingo. Everybody wins, gets a buck that they can spend at the canteen. And it may not sound like much, but when you don't have anything, you don't have choices, to be able to go buy a 35-cent bag of potato chips is really lifting to the residents and patients.
And the canteen's really like a social hub,
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
you say?
They hang out there. When the
getting out of the
canteen's
room.
open, you're going to have folks hanging out there. Just, they may not be buying, but it's an excuse. It's some place to be. And plus they see everybody coming in as visitors that go past it. So they really enjoy it, and just going outside. And
Now, we also have a volunteer visitor program. Do you want to tell our viewers about some of the volunteers that come in and what types of things they do spending time with our patients and residents?
oh yeah, we have, well, like even in the chaplain program, one of our chaplains comes in weekly, and she primarily plays Scrapple with one patient, spend 2 hours or more, just because she doesn't have anybody else coming in.
Right.
So, you know.
And it means a lot. They're getting a
Oh, yeah.
one-on-one visit, and
we have folks that come in and play dominoes or checkers, cards with some of our folks. And again, so many of the people in the facility don't have anybody but the volunteers coming in.
And also, you and some of the other chaplains I know have visited some of our patients and residents when they've ended up in the hospital.
Oh yeah, yeah. As chaplains, we visit our residents when they go to the hospital. We follow them there sort of as a continuity to, they have a familiar face or voice if that they know, and because Deer's Head's home for them.
Right.
Every other year we have a memorial service there for everybody that died in the last 2 years.
Okay.
And so there's quite a bit of services that the volunteers fill.
And what some people don't realize is you don't have to be an ordained minister to be
No,
a chaplain at
no.
Deer's Head.
We don't have any special requirements, CTEs or anything like that. you just got to love people.
And it's non-denominational.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the
we
patients,
help everybody where they are.
Okay. And the patients who are getting the chaplain visits are referred upon
Yes.
admission if they would like a chaplain visit.
Yeah.
And,
but you said that, but we visit everybody usually, and
do some friendly visits.
the ones that haven't asked for a chaplain visit, it's just a friendly visit.
Okay.
And quite frankly, 90% of what we do is socialization.
Okay. And what about taking the patients outside on a nice day?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I took a patient outside yesterday while I was up there and spent probably an hour with him sitting down on the pier, and he was just so pleased to feel the breeze and this type of thing. Yeah, we take them out all the time.
Now we have some men chaplains, some women chaplains, and some married couples too.
Yeah, we have one married couple
that
comes in regularly, and and another big factor, we have veterans there.
That's true.
And one of our chaplains comes in, and his main interest is to talk to the veterans. He is a vet, Marine, and he just loves coming in and talking to the vets, and there's a special rapport.
That's wonderful.
One military person to another.
So there's really something for everyone that wants to volunteer.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the bull and oyster roast, we talked about the tickets are $35.
Right. And the big thing is we don't want to run out of food.
Exactly.
So you do need to order or get your tickets by September 25th.
Okay.
There will be no tickets at the door sold.
Correct.
You can contact Helen Young. You can contact the Fountains.
Okay.
They will also have tickets. And any auxiliary member, which most people don't know who they are, but...
No, we do have about 17 members right now currently on our board, and it's called Volunteers of Deer's Head, Inc., of course.
Right.
And we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
You're on the board. You're actually president this year, and you've served in the past as president. Do you want to tell the viewers a little bit about that, about some of the functions of the board or some of our other projects?
The auxiliary's main responsibility is serving the patients and residents directly. The fundraising is, again, part of the auxiliary. All of the board virtually will be at the Bull and Oyster Roast to help with it. We have a lot of American Legions and VFWs and that donate out of the slot machine money. And all this goes into, and again, it's strictly for patient use. We don't buy fancy stuff.
And we have a volunteer shopper too, if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, she goes out and, like, for the birthday parties, she'll go out and shop for specific things that a patient resident has asked for their birthday, or that activity therapy, who has very close contact with them, knows what they want, and they'll go out and get the special. Same thing at Christmas. Christmas time, a lot of time, the auxiliary members will adopt a patient or resident.
And then they get something they want off their wish list.
And they'll go out and go shopping for that specific person and buy what they want.
And I know one year somebody had asked for a fishing rod so they could fish down at the pier at Deer's Head. Sometimes people have asked for a special CD or a special movie.
Right.
Or maybe an inspirational CD if they're a patient that is, say, comatose or brain injured and they need a little bit of stimulation. Then maybe they can't ask for something specifically. They might get some clothing items or an inspirational CD. Relaxation music.
I mean, it's a broad spectrum. We try and match the patient's needs or wants.
Okay.
Now, if they want a 42-inch television, they're not going to get it.
Right. But just something as simple as a radio or a clock. I know we've had patients ask for a fan or a nightlight.
Boombox.
The big thing is those little neck purses that they wear.
Yeah, we should have brought one.
We should have. You want to tell the viewers a little bit about the canteen, the gift and snack canteen?
Yeah,
and
we have
what that involves?
On our first floor, we have a canteen that, again, is run by the volunteers. snack foods, nothing hot, nothing cooked, but candy bars, potato chips, and they got some that, forget it, but potted meat, Vienna sausage, but it's just a broad spectrum of snacky items. And what a lot of them like, we've got like 5-cent candies, 5 and 10-cent candies.
The chocolates and the mints. And
yes. Matter of fact, I was talking to one of the women yesterday, and somebody from outside came in and bought $13 worth of the
candy.
5 and 10-cent candy for a Little League.
Oh, neat.
Where else can you get a variety of candy
Exactly.
for 5? And you can get the little Tootsie Roll Pops for 2 cents.
Right.
But, again, the profit from that all goes back to the auxiliary.
So that's really a fundraiser too, the canteen.
Yeah.
It's a service, but it's a fundraiser for the auxiliary.
Right. And one of the big things to the auxiliary, every week, all of our residents get a $2 gift card.
Oh, wonderful.
The
canteen card.
Canteen card that they can go down and buy something in the canteen. Some of them save them up and buy Christmas presents because we've got jewelry and all that in the cases.
All right, and gift items.
Gift items for their loved ones. And again, how special is that?
Right, if they can't get out, at least they can come down
they can
and
come
shop.
down there and shop.
Now, we've provided the auxiliary and also a church sponsor those little neck purses that they can put the canteen cards
right,
in.
It's a little purse. It's got a zipper pack in it and a flap, but they can keep their cell phone in it. They can keep pens, pencils, money in it because, again, a lot of them wear sweats.
Okay.
So you don't have pockets, but it's an item they can hang around their neck and know that they've got money there and that they've got some place to keep it secure. Now,
speaking of fundraising, we have another fundraiser that we just confirmed at our board meeting yesterday.
Yesterday.
And that's called our $6 jewelry and accessory sale.
Yeah.
You want to tell people about that? It's open to the
Again,
public?
It's open to the public. It'll be at Deer's Head Auditorium. We encourage the public to come. It's going to be October 21st from 7 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. Be there all day. And, you hear jewelry, you think that's all it is. But believe me, they've got thousands of items that he brings in, and it's not junk.
Scarves, item for men.
Well, I bought a ring last year for $5 there. A finger ring. It's stainless steel.
Okay.
So it's quality products, jewelry, watches, scarves,
and even
some
children's
kids'
items.
toys, and
Okay.
So it's again something for almost everybody.
Okay. So again, that event is going to be on
The
Wednesday,
21st.
October 21st, in the second floor auditorium.
Right, from 4 to 7.
Or 7 a.m. to 4.
7 a.m. to 4.
7 a.m. to 4.
And
a lot of the staff like to come down and support it. It's sort of a fun thing. It's a motivator in the building. We have it twice a year.
Yeah.
And it
and
seems
even
to be
the
a popular.
residents they bring the residents, staff will bring the residents down. And they may not buy anything, but gee, they like the look.
Okay.
So yeah, it's also an event for our residents and patients.
Well, Dave, I really appreciate you coming on the air with me today to tell our viewers a little bit about Deer's Head and what you do with volunteering. I didn't even ask you, how long have you been volunteering with Deer's Head?
Well, I don't know, 18, 19 years, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
But
And
it's a special place.
Thank you. And I know
I
you
got
volunteer.
a lot of love for it.
You volunteer with a church service too on Sundays.
Yes, there is a church service every Sunday. But the church I go to, we have the service the second Sunday of each month. And I'm usually there for that. We do a lot of music.
Okay.
With that, we have a fellow comes in and plays the piano. So I can't sing, but hey, it doesn't matter.
But you wear a lot of hats. And it sounds like a lot of our volunteers, I know, wear more than one hat. Some of them come on board and they start out in one capacity or one role and they like it and they make friends and then they branch out a little bit is what I've noticed.
Yes.
So it's really a fun place to be.
It is. It's,
And-
you know, you're giving back to someone that's hurting.
Okay. Well, again, I appreciate you coming in today, and if anyone would like to join us at our this is our 13th annual Bull and Oyster Roast. It's going to be held at the Fountains. Tickets are $35. They have to be purchased in advance. We won't be selling them at the door. We want to make sure we have enough seats. We want to make sure we have enough food. We've got the WW Tunes band coming out. There's going to be 5 of them this year coming, and they're donating their time, by the way, to play for us. They also come to our volunteer luncheon usually every year and play for the volunteers, which brings me to mind, we thank our volunteers annually with a luncheon, and we provide door prizes and a nice buffet lunch, and give service pins. Dave's gotten service pins. We normally do them in years of 5, 10, 15, increments of 5, and we have certificates of appreciation and party favors, and we can't pay our volunteers, but we can certainly thank them at this event. And the same band, the WW Tunes, some of them come out and play at our volunteer luncheon. They're backed by popular request. We've invited them to a few different events, and they seem to play music for everyone that everyone can relate to. And again, just don't wait till the last minute. If you want to come to the event, you can call me at Deer's Head at 410-543-4052, or you can stop into the main front desk at Deer's Head and purchase a ticket from the receptionist, or you can call Angie at the Fountains, and her number is 410-749-5445, and it is not too late to donate an item for the auction. We need to get those items in hand fairly early to make sure we get our program typed in time and that we get our bid sheets in a timely manner. So again, we hope you can join us at our Bull and Oyster Roast. And Dave will be there as our auxiliary president. It'll be a fun evening. Sometimes people dress up a little bit. It's not a formal affair by any means. It'll be a nice evening.
Good evening.
And joining me today is one of our volunteers, Dick White, and he volunteers with the Spirit of Esther Care Cart. And he's brought with him today his little dog, Lulu, who is our newest volunteer through the Pets on Wheels program. Dick, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. So, Dick, you volunteer with the Spirit of Esther Care Cart. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of why the care cart is named Spirit of Esther?
Sure. Carol Steffi's mother, this was named after, and she went into the nursing home, and even when she went into the nursing home, she still volunteered in connecting with people and visiting and so forth. So in honor of her mother, she put this together, and so there's a little fun for to continue in her honor.
Okay, so for those of you who might not know, Dr. Carol Steffi used to work at Deer's Head, and she retired, and she's still active in the community, and she's been on PAC 14 before. And so her goal was to promote volunteerism in the nursing homes and to have other people come in and help promote the Spirit of Esther Care Cart and take it around. So that's how Dick sort of got to be involved, and now this is kind of Dick's project. Dick, how often do you come into Deer's Head with the care cart?
Actually, I come in probably twice a month.
Okay.
And when I come in, a care cart's already put together with all kinds of things, and the residents there have a choice of anything they want on the care cart. They can take 1, they can take 2, they can take 3. It has all kinds of things. It could be glasses, it could be books, it could be puzzles, it could be shirts, anything they want. And what's really neat is they can take as many items as they want.
Okay.
So this is like a real big part of their day. So what we're really trying to do is, you mentioned that the care cart is to encourage volunteerism in hospitals and nursing homes, and to have that human contact. Also is to share a smile, is to change people's. When people don't come see and you're not connected, it's tough. And so what we're trying to do is encourage that as much as we can. And the vehicle that we encourage this communication is the care cart, because as I go around, probably as important as the gifts is the communication. And as you say, our littlest volunteer, or latest volunteer, is Lulu. And it's amazing how people turn on when they see a dog.
Exactly.
And just reconnect to all those good times they had when they had a pet. So, like I say, we're trying to encourage visitation in nursing homes and hospitals. We're trying to encourage volunteerism because there's a lot of things that can be done. And the thing I like about the volunteerism, it gives people something to do if you have retired or even if you haven't retired. But it's something that, you can do something that's interesting. And so I always say, find something interesting and keep on doing it.
Exactly. So you have brought Lulu with you today, and Lulu is now registered through Pets on Wheels.
Yes.
So now you're actually wearing 2 hats at Deer's Head.
Actually, she's wearing one and I'm wearing one. But yeah, so we've sort of teamed up together, and I will take her around when it was Pets on Wheels. And any other time that I would like to come in, I'll just call and bring her in, and she can see everybody, and they all like to talk to her.
Okay. So when you bring the care cart in with Lulu, explain to the viewers what Lulu is going to be doing, or how you're going to be carrying Lulu around with you while pushing the cart.
It's really interesting. I've always said I like pocketbook dogs. And so I've got this strap that goes on a shoulder holster, and she just fits in there, and she's got her little paws up like this. She's just looking at everybody, and she's having a great time, and she just loves to go. And and her fur is real soft, and so they get a chance to touch her, and if I can put her down on a leash, but she'll probably go around with me in this bag. This is my pocketbook dog.
Cute. You've brought Mickey Mouse with you. Tell our viewers a little bit about the significance behind the Mickey Mouse.
Good. Well, my mother went into a nursing home, and when she did, her sister said, what would bring joy to her? sort of chokes me up. Oh. But her sister gave her a big Mickey Mouse. And this is just a small one. The other one it's almost as big as a person. And it made my mother happy. So when my mother passed away, I brought it back here. And so I'm figuring, my wife says, what are you going to do with that big Mickey Mouse? I always said, I'll find out something to do with them. So it looks like they're going to be visiting with me and bringing some more happiness.
Right. So sometimes just something as simple as a stuffed animal might really bring comfort and pleasure to a nursing home patient not getting a lot of visits, and a keepsake that they can hold on to and have meaning and value.
Yes, they have. They can advocate for themselves by selecting anything they want. In other words, they're not restricted. And so I think that's important.
Okay. Well, Dick, I appreciate you joining us today, and if anyone else is interested in volunteering at Deer's Head, they're going to have my name and number where you can call or you can email me. And we encourage volunteers at Deer's Head, and we can always use more patient visitors, and we appreciate the good work. So
thank you so much
for coming today.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you, Lulu, for coming today. Good job.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, I would like to thank our guests today, which again are Dick White and Lulu from the Spirit of Esther Care Cart and Pets on Wheels. And I'd also like to thank our guest, Dave Ducher, who is our Volunteer Chaplain Director and our Volunteer Auxiliary President this year, for coming in and promoting volunteerism at Deer's Head. And if you are interested in volunteering or know someone who is, you can contact me as a Volunteer Director at Deer's Head Hospital, and my direct line is 410-543-4052, or you can try emailing me at helen.young@maryland.gov. And I just want to remind our viewers to please support the patients and residents at Deer's Head by coming out to one of our fundraisers, which is Tuesday, October 6th, and that's our 13th annual Bull and Oyster Roast with a silent auction at the Fountains at 5 o'clock. Thank you.
Would you like to see your community organization or nonprofit group featured on PAC 14? To get started, contact us at 410-677-5014 or visit our website at www.pac14.org. PAC 14 is a great way to connect with your community.